go. Bye, Hudson. Say bye, Mummy.
Scratching your bum. Off we go. Bye bye.
Bye, Charlie. You go out too. Come, come on. Come on. Bye. Morning, everybody. We'll give everybody a few minutes to get logged in. I know this is a new thing for us to be on the YouTube Live. And obviously I can't really, I don't know how I can see. If I can see you guys, let me see. Give me 2 seconds. Right. So at any point in time, if you guys want to type some comments, I'll hopefully be able to see. I'll take little breaks anyways. Give everybody another little bit to get on here. Then we've got 7 people so far, I think. Again, don't really know what I'm doing on the YouTube Live, so I've only just kind of figured out Zoom, kind of. So again, let's just give everybody another minute. So we are doing a 1-hour workout. So we're going to be in 20-minute blocks. So the first one is 20 minutes of full body strength. So no equipment, all body weight. And then second section will be cardio. And then third is going to be core and a nice stretching sequence. So a lot more lower intensity. Everything, I will give modifications for all levels. So whether you're pregnant, postnatal, not done much exercise in a while, there's options for everybody. And as well, if you want a good workout, you'll still get a good workout. A tough workout if you've already been training a lot regularly. So I'll give enough options for everybody. So give it another extra couple minutes just to make sure everyone gets on okay. Because again, this is a new way of doing this. And I believe it's a little bit of a delay. So I'll give it just another second. Just some messages here, so I'll just see what people are saying here. Just see, it sounds like some people aren't able to get in, so we're going to give them another minute here. See if anyone else. Sorry. Just got a couple more people that are just struggling to get on. It's not letting them get on. It's very different not being able to see you guys on the Zoom. I usually have my screen here, which I still have there, but I'm used to seeing all of you there. Right, everyone's on, okay, let's start. So, whenever I give the option for modification, again, that is what I want you to do if you are pregnant, postnatal, or just want to take things a little bit easier and a little bit less intense. Please do the modifications. So let's just start warming up. So we're going to do our little side to side, reach to the side, kick that other leg out, squeeze the glute tight. Side to side. See everyone saying good morning. Good morning, Caroline, Sean, Stephen Taylor, Emily, Stephen Taylor, maybe Claire. I don't know who that is. That must be Claire Taylor. So arms overhead. So we're gonna do our normal warm-up that we would do in our normal classes. Yeah, it's Claire. Alright, let's just do some gentle squat out, breathe out, engage your core, squeeze in the glutes, step out, breathe out. Breathe in as you step out, breathe out as you step in. Again, pull the thighs in, squeeze the glutes, engage your core with the shoulders back and down. So already, the class hadn't even started, we've already raised £90 for breast cancer now, which is amazing. So thank you to everybody who's donated so far. It's been great. I saw lots of posts yesterday about everyone doing the work, because yesterday was the official Wear It Pink day, but I thought we'd keep it for the Saturday, just to stick with our Saturday workouts. Let's just do some posture. So arms are going to be in front, shoulders back and down. Just going to open the arms up, squeeze your shoulder blades as tight as you can, keep your ribs tucked in, breathing out. And hands in, breathe out. A few more of these. I hope everybody got a good sleep last night. I did until 5, and then little Hudson decided that he wouldn't sleep anymore, so up since 5. Right, just a couple shoulder rolls back. Hi Katie, thank you Liam, hi Liam. I'll just keep having quick little looks. I can't really read without glasses, so I'll have little looks even down on the screen. So let's get started now. So we're going to do a squat with elbow to knee taps. So I'll show you the full version so you can get started, and then I'm going to show you a modification. So full is you squat, hands are behind your head, elbow goes towards the opposite knee, coming back down to the squat, other side. Modification, just no rotation. So you're still going to do your squat with hands behind the head. You're going to come up. You can either just do the squat, or you can just lift the knee straight up, come down, squat, lift the knee up and down. So you're not going to have the extra stress, pressure on the abdominal muscles, so you not do that rotation. But if you are safe to do the rotation, let's start doing that. Heavy in the heels, breathe out as you come up. So working the glutes, the core, keep your shoulders back so the postural muscles work as well. So we'll do each move for about 45 seconds or so. Little rest. So again, it's 20 minutes of strength. Then we'll have a little rest. And then we'll move on to our cardio. So hopefully you guys are in it for the long haul. It's going to be a full workout today. 2 more. Good. And then we're going to do stationary lunge into shoulder press. So in between each move, if you want to keep your heart rate up, I want you to do a little light jogging or walking on the spot. Just keep moving while you're watching the next move. So we're going to do a stationary lunge with overhead, like a shoulder press, overhead reach. So arms are going to be at the sides. We're going to put the left leg in front. Going to bend both knees down. And as we come up, lift the arms overhead, breathing out. Pulling into the inner thighs and the glutes. It's coming down, breathing out. And that version is safe for everybody, but a way you can modify it is just don't use the arms overhead. Keep the arms in front of the body, on the side, or hold on to something. Just for a little bit of balance. So let's start moving down and up. Breathing out as you come up. All the weight in your front heels, that left heel, the left leg's in front. Keep your chin tucked in, lengthen your spine. So working the front of that leg, so working the glute, the quads, hamstrings, your core, your shoulders. Do 4 more. So we're not adding in as much like any kind of jumping into the strength workout like we sometimes will, just because we are going to follow it with a cardio workout. So we're going to keep everything lower intensity, still challenging. Good, other leg. So my right leg, arms up again, lowering down, breathe out. Keep those elbows open. It's a nice stretch for the chest as well. So it's good for all you new mums out there. A lot of feeding, so therefore a lot of rolling forward. So getting that opening of the shoulders and chest is very important. Heavy in that right heel on the front leg. Squeeze both thighs in at the top, pull into the inner thighs. So I hope everyone's wearing something pink today. So I've got my little bit of pink on my trainers, my pink leggings, my top, my nails, bit of lipstick, a little bit of gloss on. That's just to kind of hide some of the tiredness. Go for 1 more. Good. Whoop. Follower. You can do a little jogging, a little walking. I'm going to show you next one. So it's press ups. So we all know what a press up is, but for your modified options, you're not going to do the actual press up. You're going to do all 4s and you're gonna lift the rear leg out to challenge your stability. So, all fours. What you wanna do for modified option, shoulders back and down, engage your core, stretch out the leg. If you've got the stability, lift the leg up, comes back in, alternate sides. Breathe out when you extend that leg. So keeping the core engaged as the leg lifts away from the body. And for anyone who can't hold that position at the wrists at all with the hands, you can do that modified on the elbows as well. You can just do a little leg lift out. Okay, otherwise, the rest of us, we're gonna do some press ups. So we're gonna do a slightly wider one, so hands on the width of the mat, legs out the width of the mat. Roll your shoulders back and down, tuck your ribs in, round your upper back, squeeze your glutes, and shift your weight forward. So we're gonna just lower down, elbows to the side, breathe out as you lift back up. If you need to modify, just go onto the knees, but keep that same alignment with your back. Keep your chin tucked in. You lower your chest down towards the ground. Breathe in as you go down. Big breath as you come up. I'm gonna stick with modify today. Not feeling very strong. Keep those shoulders back and down. Keep your weight shifted forward. Do 3 more. Keep squeezing your glutes as well. Good. Little stretch. And come back up. We'll do some side lunges with a side leg raise. So, again, jog on the spot or grab some water. Do whatever you need to do right now while I show the next one. I'm gonna step out into a side lunge. Come out to side, feet are parallel, bend that outside leg. Push up, squeeze in the inner thighs, and then lift that leg up, pushing through the heel, out and in. So side lunge, squeeze, lift, back in and out, okay? So this is safe for all levels. If it's too challenging, you could just do the side leg raises or just do the side lunges. So you can take an element out of that, okay? So everyone want to start with me here? So side lunge, squeeze inner thighs, outer thigh, and down. Stick your bum up behind you. Make sure you're looking forward as well when you go down, that you're not rolling. Keep that weight heavy in that heel when you step out. We'll do 2 more on this side. Shoulders back. Good, other side. So step out to the side, pull the inner thighs in, push that heel out. So imagine that your leg, you're in underwater and you're swishing that water away. My squeaky floor. The things that you don't think about when you set up a little studio space. It's like the squeakiest floorboard in the entire house. Gonna keep that weight heavy on the outside heel. Let's go for 2 more. So you can probably hear Hudson as well. He's sort of losing it. Just obsessed with being near me at all times. Right, have a little rest. I'll show you your next one. You're gonna do a reverse tabletop with an arm reach. So this one, for modified, I want you to have hands on the sides. So we're all going to start in the same position. So actually, if you all come down with me, let's do it together. So we're going to modify together, and then we're going to up the intensity. So for you, Sean, that has the broken hand, you can't do this position, obviously. So whether you can stay down in this position and lifting up the hips, or you could do a full glute raise. So you could just lay on your back and do a glute raise. So anyone who has any issues with the wrists, Then just go into this position and do glute raises. Otherwise, the safe modified option, fingertips pointing to the sides, arms straight, lift the hips up, squeeze your glutes tight, tap the hips to the ground as you breathe in. Don't rest, just tap. Breathe out, tuck the glutes under, squeezing, and down. Pushing all the way to the heels. Make sure those feet aren't too far away from the body. So then, if you want to up the intensity, a way to progress this is when you come up, lift the arm up, reach up, push so the right arm goes up, really lift into my right glute. Coming down, hip down, lift up through my left glute, and down. You're breathing out as you lift up. So I expect to see lots of pictures, you guys. So I want you to send them to me or post them on Facebook, Instagram. I want to see what you're wearing. Let's see the pink. Even the pink sweaty faces, if that's all we've got, it's still, it's still great. Let's do one more. Good. A little rest, grab a bit of water, and we're gonna go through everything again for that one, that strength workout. So grab some water. Have a little chat look on here. So Emily says she's got me on the big screen. Oh, sorry, Emily. For you. There's quite a delay on what I'm saying when you hear it. It gets up to like 5, sometimes 10 seconds. So, yeah. Just so you know. Right. Actually, yeah, let's power through. We want to get through another round of these, okay? So start down a squat, elbow to knee tap. So hands are behind our head. So again, modified is you're squatting up and down, or you can lift the knees straight up. You're just not rotating. Otherwise, everyone else, come down, breathe out, breathe out and down. Elbow to knee. As you breathe out, squeeze in the glute, that standing leg. Because that's what you're working. You're stabilizing that glute and hip while you're working the core. Make sure you don't lock your knee though when you go up into that single leg balance. Sometimes we can be tempted to lock the knee when we squeeze the glutes. That's what you want to prevent. You want to avoid doing that. Just keep the knee off lock. Do one more each side. Good. And then into our stationary lunge. So let's do our right leg forward this time. So right leg forward, arms at our sides. So coming down, breathe out, reaching up. Keep your core engaged, ribs tucked in, heavy in that front heel, so that right heel. Put all the weight in that heel, drive to that heel, so it's glute working, not your knee taking the work. Do 2 more on this leg. Good, other leg. Swap sides, heavy in the left heel. Just reading Emily's comment. Her son's asking, when am I going to go back into her phone? Because he obviously wants to watch TV. I don't blame you, Hunter. Breathe out as you lift up. Heavy in that left heel still. Don't let the glutes relax. One more. Good. Straight down into our press-ups. So again, you can go from the modified option on all fours. Make sure everyone is the same, shoulders back and down. Tuck your ribs in, round your back. Modified, straightening alternating legs. Breathing out as you're engaging the core. Or full press-ups, legs out straight, or modified on the knees. Still the same thing, shoulders back and down, ribs tucked in, round your back, squeeze your glutes, lower your chest down, big breath out, as you push back up. Keep your chin tucked in. You don't want to be doing that. Keep your chin in, lengthen your spine. Let's go for 2 more. Good. Right back up. And we're gonna do, I'm just watching the screen there. Side lunge, side leg raise. Love this one. All right, so side lunge, left leg out, coming in, side leg raise. As deep down as you can, get that hip out, feet are parallel, come up, squeeze your inner thighs, leg up. If you need to balance on something, have something sort of in front of you, so face like a wall or a sofa or chair, or have your arms out. That also can help. But I think a lot of outer thighs here. So get a nice stretch of the inner thighs, but really targeting outside the glute and the thighs. Last one here. Good, other side. Step out, breathe out. So nice strong movements. Get connected with your breath, connecting that to your muscles and the strength, the power that you've got in these movements at whatever level you're doing. So important. We've got to appreciate our health, don't we? Especially now. Stay as healthy as we can, as strong as we can. Keep our immune systems up. 2 more. Last one. Good. Back into our reverse tabletop. So you're doing, again, full modified. If you don't want to go on the wrists, you're doing your glute raises, squeezing tight in the glutes. Modified at the reverse plank is hands out. Just tap the hip down. Breathe out, squeeze the glutes under. And then if you want to make it harder, lift the arm up and down as the hips go down. Push up, so when the right arm goes up, squeeze your right glute, hips control it down. So control every element of the movement, keep it strong, smooth and stable all the way through. Push through your heels, breathe out as you lift up, whichever version you're doing. 2 more. Good. Right, we're gonna have a little rest and we're gonna move on to cardio. So we'll have a good 2-3 minutes here. So get some water, top up your glass if you're drinking too much of it already or a lot of it already. If anyone wants to have any comments on here, have a quick little chat and then cardio. So lots of jumping. I hope everybody's enjoying this so far. Just catch our breath. So we are going to be doing again cardio next, about 20 minutes as well. So I'm going to move my mat out of the way because it always moves around too much for me and just annoys me. So just going to get out of the way. Oh, good, Lucy, you're on here too. So, not Lucy B, Lucy L. Oh, it's nice to have some new faces joining us today as well. It's always nice to just work out together and do something for a good cause. So we get something and we get a good workout, we get to move our body, and we're getting to raise some money for obviously a really, really important cause, which is always good. So I think I'd like to keep doing these sorts of things. So maybe not every month, but probably maybe every 2 or 3 months. I would like to do like a different charity funded class. So I've said before, but any suggestions, any charities that are close to your heart, please let me know and I'd be more than happy to do one of these. You know, we've already raised 90 pounds or so. So no, it's not like, it's not massive, but it's great. It all helps. It's such, every bit does help. If we all do this, it does benefit a lot of people. Emily's already very sweaty. You haven't even started the cardio yet, Emily. Oh. Right. Got the little Patrick. Is Patrick watching? Hi, Patrick! Patrick and Evie are Katie's little twins, little blonde cuties. Freddie's walking around the room with the drums, playing some music for us. Right, let's get started. So if you, again, take some photos, you guys. So if you even take a photo of yourself with me in the background of the screen, or just of yourself working out with the kids around, or dogs or cats, or whatever's happening, and then we can put this online as well, because we can still get hopefully some more donations as the day weekend goes on. So yeah, let's just shout loud what we're doing. Okay, ready? Cardio. So there are jumps in this one, but I will be giving modifications. So again, it's safe for everybody. And always though, just take it at your own pace. Do what level you can do today, and just do it really well and focused, and just feel good and strong with it. Like, I'm modifying some things myself because I'm tired, so I'm not going to push too much. So you've got to do the same. Listen to your body today. Not what I did yesterday, not what you want to do tomorrow, today. On that, narrow to wide squat jump. So I'm going to show you the full version first, then everyone can get started on that, and then I'm going to show you a modified option. So full version is a squat. One hand touches the floor, legs go wide, tap in with the toes, wide with the feet again, other hand taps down. Heavy in the heels. And our modified option is you're going to just do a squat step out. So coming out, breathe out, inner thighs in. So start at what level's right for you. It's both working the same muscles. There's just less impact on the abdominal muscles and the pelvic floor. So if you have any concerns in that area, don't push it. Out, light on the toes, heavy in the heels when you squat. Make sure when you're going down, you're tapping the floor, but you're still looking forward. You're not rolling forward with the shoulders. Straight back. There's 15 seconds of these. And then, as we do in the first round, walk or jog on the spot, especially in the cardio workout. Keep your heart rate up. Last one. Good. So walk or jog or rest. Have some water when you need. We're going to do a jump lunge. It's a little hop. So I'm going to show the modified version first. That actually makes more sense, doesn't it? So I'll show the modified version first. We can all join in on that. And then I'll show you the fuller progressed version. So modified version. We're going to do arms up as you step a leg back. So arms coming out overhead as you step a leg back. Really pushing through that heel, that front leg, getting that glute working to stabilize. So that's safe for everybody to do. If it's too much with the arms overhead, then just do the steps. And then you can start adding in a lunge if you want. So you can go down and up. Or jump lunge. So you could do a lunge, hop, and then down. So feet come together, arms come up, and then down. Hop, down. Keep your eyes forward, shoulders back, having that front heel when you come down into that lunge. So this is a thigh burner, whichever version you're doing. Let's go for 15 more seconds. Two more. Good. Jog on the spot. Next move is ice skaters. So this one, get modified, just not going to be hopping with it. So it's the same movement, just less intensity. less impact, not necessarily intensity. So toes are pointed out. You're gonna come diagonally back, like the curtsy lunge, come wide, diagonally back. So that's your modified. Make sure, heavy in that front heel, get a big stretch that outer glute area, drive to that heel. And then if you want up the intensity now, add a hop in. Hop, try not to fall over. Down, so hop, down. The further down the back knee goes as well, you get a little more strength involved. As long as that weight is over the heel and the knee isn't going too far forward. You can also reach the floor with the opposite hand. If you're doing that, please make sure your shoulders are back and your back is straight, flat. You're not rolling forward. So really heavy in that front heel. You should feel a stretch of the outer hip thigh area. Do 3 more. Good. And then a little jump squats. So these little frog squat jumps. So modified, legs are wide, not too wide. So we're not doing a full-on like wide plie squat, but wider than a normal stance squat that we would normally do. Toes can be out just a little bit, not too much though. Hands come to the floor, only as low as you can go with your back flat. If you've got to do that, it's too far. So coming down, reach your arms up, breathe out, squeeze in the glutes, squeeze in your core. So engage your core. So that's our modified. So palms face back, thumbs face back. So I turn my hands a bit there. And then, if you want to make that one a little bit harder, when you come up, go into your toes. Heavy in the heels in the squat, breathe out, high on the toes. And then, if you want to make it even harder, come down, hop up, and straight down. Land into the squat, so I don't want you to stop, and then come down, and land into the squat as quietly and softly as you can. Breathe out as you jump up. Still heavy in the heels when you squat down, or stay down without the jump. Try getting up under the toes. This is really going to challenge your core. Do 2 more. Good. A little rest, and we're going to do all those again. Probably have like a full minute and a half here. We kind of flew through that bit. Have some water. Let the heart rate down come a little bit, but not too much. Don't sit down. Just a little pace around. Just keep moving. Right, so I'm hoping getting a little bit sweatier. I am. And these pink leggings are really warm. They're quite thick. So yeah. Take a couple deep breaths, and we're gonna do another round. So, if you found that first round, you did all the modified options, but actually you know that it's safe for you to do the more progressed options. So there's no concerns about abdominal muscle stability or strength or pelvic floor or any other injuries at all, then I want you to try to push yourself a little bit, okay? We've got to sometimes get out of our comfort zone. Not to where things hurt, but just before that, where your brain isn't comfortable, but it's safe. That's where you've got to get results, to get stronger, to get fitter, to get the most out of these workouts that we do, okay? So, narrow to wide squat jumps, okay? So again, modified, step out one foot, other hand taps the floor, come in, squeeze in tight through the pelvic floor, inner thighs, tucking in the glutes, coming down, stretching the glutes, pull everything, like a corset around all your hips, pulling it in tight. So this version here is really good for the pelvic floor. Really connects everything from the inner thighs all the way up inside. Or you can do your jumps. So coming out, tapping the toes, heavy in the heels, alternate hand touches the floor. Making sure your back stays flat. Heavy in those heels as you go down, light on the toes as you jump up. Again, you want to be as quiet as you can. Good. I'm gonna go for another 20 seconds. Keep the breath going with your movement. Let's do 3 more. Good. And then it's our jump, lunge, hop. I think this one's probably the hardest of the bunch in my eyes. So, modified option we'll all start together with. So that's where arms at the side to start, palms are open, shoulders back and down, bend the knees, arms come overhead and down. So going up and down. So that leg goes back, squeeze the glute, push that heel, get that glute stabilized and working here. Or you can go a little bit lower, oops, come up. Or you can add a new jump, right? If you can do the jumps, come on, do them with me. Because I'm finding this all very hard today. Lack of sleep is not good, is it? Right, so come on, so lunge jumps, right? You ready? You can do them with me? So lunge, hop feet together, lunge. Make sure in that lunge, you're heavy in that front heel, weight shifted back. Shoulders back, neck relaxed. Go for 5 more. I'll definitely be counting these ones. 4, last one. Good. And then we've got our ice skaters. So give ourselves 20 seconds here. Heart rate come down a little bit. And then again, ice skaters, modified is just no hopping. So you choose how far down you want that back leg to go, as long as the weight stays in that front heel, okay? You feel nothing in that knee. If you are feeling any pressure in the knee, then just go into reverse lunges. Oh, I'm out of breath. Right, okay? So legs out, toes out. So curtsy or ice skater, and go side to side if you want to add the hop in. Breathe out as you come up. Heavy in that heel, shoulders back, neck relaxed. And you can add opposite hand coming down. That gives you a bit more stretch in the glutes. So you can play around with this one. You could do a higher power jump for more cardio, or further down with the knee for more strength. Maybe 4 more. Good. And then our little frog jumps. Right. So squat, overhead reach on the tiptoes if you want, or jump, okay? So again, if you can do the jump safely, do it. Even if you just do one, do the one and then bring it back down again, okay? So legs wide, squat down, hands to the floor, hands swing up onto the toes. Tap down, swing up. So back stays flat, heavy in the heels. Power up through the glutes. And if you want the jump, down, jump. Try to get as low as you can. So a full frog squat jump would be all the way down, all the way up. Totally random story. I used to train many years ago when I lived back in Vancouver. I I did like a female, like a women's self-defense course, but turned out he was actually like a underground street fighter. So he'd come up, he'd show up in class, black and blue, from doing underground street fighting. Bit bizarre, but he used to make us do frog jumps all the time. So there's a little flashback. And one more. Right, so we're just gonna jog on the spot for another minute here. Let's just keep the heart rate up a little bit more, just to get that a little bit more calorie burn, but also a little bit of fat burn. Or you can walk on the spot. Yeah, it was quite cool to train with him, because in the end, it was just me. There was 3 girls, us girls. I was probably like 20, 21. And then the other 2 girls, they were friends, and they just stopped coming. So I get one-on-one sessions with him every week for self-defense. And it was really really effective. I never had to use it, obviously, thankfully, but really effective training around it. And that's all part of kind of how I, like, little things like that, I found my passion for exercise. I trained with my first trainer when I was 19 or 20. I scraped all my money to get 1 session a month. And I've worked out ever since. So just finding what works for you, what you like, and then stick with it. All right, have a rest, grab some water, let the heart rates come down a little bit, and then we are gonna go down to the ground, and we're gonna do our nice core and stretching. So we're over halfway now, everybody. You're doing really well. I can't see you, but I trust that you're all still exercising, not sat on the sofa. Although, to be fair, I wouldn't blame you if you were. So just have your little rest here, let my mat out. So I'm interested to see, like, for you guys, like, why do you exercise? What's the reason for it? Because is it about, feeling stronger, feeling more empowered, feeling more flexible, more mobile, losing body fat? It'd be interesting. It's just, I know you can't say right now, but just have to think about what is the reason that you're doing it. And just remember that those things change all the time as well. Our motivations change, our motivators change, circumstances change. So sometimes it's got to reassess why we're doing it to help us kind of get reignited with that commitment, that motivation around our exercise as well, especially this time of year. It's a tough time of year. I honestly wouldn't suggest making your pure focus at the moment just about fat loss, because it's a really hard time of year to do that. Our bodies want carbs. Our bodies want warm, stodgy food, fattening foods for hibernation. So you're kind of fighting against Mother Nature. If you try to go really strict and cut out carbs and just eat some raw veggies and stuff, find foods that nourish you, energize you, but still within that range of being healthy and everything within moderation. Right, you guys ready for some core? So again, I've made sure that everything is safe for all levels. So I will always show the modified option first. So please, if you have any concerns about your abdominal strength or stability of the muscles, please do the modification. And if it doesn't feel right still, don't do it, okay? Just don't do it. 'Cause I can't see you, I can't correct you. So you need to listen to your body. If it doesn't feel right, then just have a rest, okay? So first thing we're gonna do is glute raises. So if you do have slightly weaker abdominal muscles, so say post-pregnancy or any kind of surgery, just roll from the side and then roll onto your back. So that keeps that pressure off the abdominal muscles, unnecessary pressure otherwise. Right, so we're gonna do some glute raises. So we're gonna do feet quite close to the bum, hands on the ground, make sure your shoulders are relaxed. We're gonna breathe out, tuck the glutes under, squeezing tight, and then down. So we're gonna make it a little bit harder. So this is the first option. Breathing out, keep your ribs tucked in, glutes under. The next option up is you're gonna go on the heels. You're gonna come on the heels, come down, toes, and back up. So you are gonna rest your hips down, but we're gonna challenge the stability a little bit by changing heel to toe. So this is safe for all levels as well. It's just down to whether you've got that stability so the hips aren't dropping side to side. Tuck the hips under, Breathe out as you lift up. Let's do 4 more. Last one. Good. And then the next one, we're gonna do a straight leg ankle tap. So again, I'm gonna show you the safe modified options. So the first option is laying on your back. And if you are, I don't think there's anyone who's pregnant who's doing this, but if you are, then you probably don't want to be laying your back too long because it just puts a lot of pressure. So what you can do, you can elevate yourself up, either with your elbows or a cushion. And what you're gonna do is just gonna bring your knee in and down. Alternate legs, foot flexed. So that's your pregnancy, post-pregnancy safe option. If you know that it's safe for you to be fully on your back, then you could do the same thing. Or you could even have the legs up and go down and up. Okay, so then it jumps quite a bit from this version into the next one. So the full version, legs out straight, wide, arms are out, which I've got enough room here. Arms out, so you're like a big star shape. You're gonna lift yourself up, hand towards opposite ankle, and then slowly lower down. Breathe out and down. If you want to increase the intensity of this one, what you can do is when you come up, lift all the way up through the elbow and then down. So elbow and down. So the arms are going to be a bit more bent to the sides. Slowly control down. So as you go down, that's where a lot of the work is happening. If that feels too much, just don't lift all the way up. Breathe out when you're lifting the body up, or when you're bringing the legs in towards the body. And slow and controlled. So we're stretching the muscles out, and then we're challenging them to really stabilize to support the leg and the arm in a rotation position as well. Let's do 4 more. Last one. Good. Rest your head down for a second. Just lay here for just a quick second. Right, so we are going to do a little crunch with the legs bent. So, hands behind your head, modified option. You can just do a little lift up, and I mean very little. Breathing out and down. So it's very little. It's just about keeping those muscles engaged, pushing your lower back against the floor. If you are pregnant, then I would rather you stay on those elbows, and then I would just, again, challenge those legs to do it, leg out straight and leg in. So just challenging the stability of the core really gently and safely. Otherwise, if that feels, you can control the core, isolate the core of that crunch, while you lift your legs up and little crunches. And then, if you want to up the intensity more, so if you want to get a little bit more of the lower part of the deep core muscles, when you lift up, you can crunch up, bring the knees in a little bit, and then down. So you're lifting the hips up, heels towards the ceiling, and down. So it's a little bit of a reverse crunch with a basic crunch. Breathing out, slowly lower down. So it's very isolated because we're not letting the legs go down. It's a very tight movement. 2 more. Good. And then side plank, of course. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little combo. So we're gonna do 3 side plank hip raises and then 3 underbody reaches, and we'll do a few rounds of that. Okie dokie. Right, let's get on our left side, left elbow. So the modified option is knees are gonna be stacked. Make sure your elbow's right below the shoulder. Arm can be behind your head, overhead, or on the hips, whatever feels comfortable. Next option up is the top leg straight, or both legs straight but staggered, so your top foot's in front, or stack your feet. That's the full version, okay? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do 3 hip raises. So 1, 2, 3, hold up, squeeze your glutes, arm comes up, to under 1, reaching up, 2, 3, and then hips again, so hips down and up. Breathe out as you lift up, keep squeezing your glutes. Under, open and breathe out. 1 more, and 1 more round. So up, the hip drops, and under. It's absolutely burning. 1 more. Good, other side. I hope you guys found that one really hard because that really burned. Oh. Right, so again, get to the position that's right for you. So whether the knees are stacked, top leg out, feet staggered, or stacked. Right, so 3 hip drops. Come down, breathe out. So lift as high as you can. Tuck under and open. Keep squeezing the glutes. That's going to help you from falling backwards when you're reaching up. Okay, got 1 more little round. I find this very hard, so I'm not talking. Squeeze the glutes, hips forward. 1 more. Good. Right, have a rest. And we're gonna go through those again. So, I'm just gonna fix my hair, grab some water, and then we'll go through each one again. We'll do a little bit less of each one, so we've got enough time to do a really nice little stretching flow sequence. Hair out of my mouth. I hope everyone is enjoying this so far. You'll definitely feel like you've had a full workout. We've done everything, every body part is being worked today. And again, all for a fantastic cause. For a really shitty cancer, but we can do what we can do to raise some money. I mentioned the other day in one of my classes, my auntie back home, she's got ovarian cancer, so she's going through chemo at the moment. And it sucks, and she's doing really well. She's had an operation, everything's going really well so far, knock on wood, but it just sucks, doesn't it? It really does. So I think anything we can do to help fund research and support for women going through these different cancers, and men as well. It's not just women who get breast cancer. But yeah. It's shitty. Sorry, I swore. I hope the kids didn't hear that. Right, we're gonna do 1 more round. We're gonna do a little bit less of each one so we can get through each move again. And then we'll do a really nice stretching sequence movement. So just to really relax our bodies and our minds and just get us set up for the rest of the day. So let's start with our glute raises first. So on our back. So before we even start, make sure you tuck your ribs in, tilt your hips up, push your lower back against the floor, lift your toes up so you're on your heels. Breathe out, and then the toes lift up. Breathe out, lift up. Oh, I can see some photos being sent through. Yay! I can't actually see them, but I can see that there's photos. Thank you, Emily. And if anyone's okay, if you're okay, if you don't want any photos that you send me put on social media, please let me know. Otherwise, I will put them on social media. So please let me know if you don't want them on there. That's absolutely fine. Do 1 more. Good. And then we're going to do a straight leg ankle tap. So again, if we're going to do the modified option, all the different versions. So you could do even arms overhead or behind your head, just lifting up and down. So you're working the same muscles as we are with the legs out straight. So modified, it's not always the easier option, it's just the safer for where you are right now. So if you want to progress it, the legs are out, arms are overhead, breathe out, this arm goes towards the ankle. But again, keep it modified, keep the knees bent. If you need, you can even still reach if you want. It just takes a lot of pressure off the abdominal muscles and the tissues around the muscle. And again, if you want to get that a little bit further, a bit deeper in the muscles, have arms out to the side more, and lift all the way up. So as always, find the level that's going to challenge you, but you don't compromise your form or technique. Last one, good. And then we're going to do our little raised leg crunches. So legs are up, hands are behind our head, or they're on the ground. Again, that's a little bit, again, less pressure, less tension on the muscles and the tissues around the muscles. Breathing out as you lift the chest up. So when you lift up and chest, breathing out, really think about you're pulling everything in tight. So you're binding the muscles, you're tucking them in together, all the tissues, fibers pulling in together. And again, you can lift the feet up if you want, make it a little bit more challenging. Or you could do a little double crunch, so knees in as you lift the chest up. 3 more. Good. I don't know if you can hear Hudson downstairs. Right, and then it's already the side planks again? That came around really fast. Oh, have I missed something? I haven't, have I? Oh, okay. Right, side planks, ladies. And Ben, if you're there, I don't know. Right, side plank, we're gonna do 2 rounds of the 3, so it's only 6 on each side in total, okay? So you get to the level that's right for you. Get yourself up. Hudson's having a blast down there now. Right, so hips down, breathe out as you lift up. Tuck under and open. Again, hips down, breathe out as you lift up. Tuck under. I think he's just saying excavator over and over again. He's obsessed with excavators. The other side. Feet stacked or staggered or bent. Again, choose the level that's challenging for you that you can do perfectly. Hips up, breathing out, tuck under, and open. Again, one more round. Tuck, open, 2 more. Last one. There you go. Right, grab a quick sip of water. I'm gonna take my shoes and socks off for the next little stretching bit, so please feel free to do the same. It's nice to get our feet connected with the ground. So yeah, just take your shoes and socks off. Have a bit of water. I'm gonna fix the hair again. Hope everyone is feeling good. I hope you feel like you've worked your entire body. A little mix of everything today. If there's any, I did actually say if there's anyone that has any challenge, well, I should have said this earlier, I guess, but if you, the last few minutes, if there's any challenges that you, something you want me to try to do exercise-wise for extra donation, to challenge away. Put a comment on the YouTube there. No promises I can do anything that you say, especially not today, but I am happy to give it a go. Even if that's burpees, I will do burpees. Even with the press up if you want. All for the good cause. Right, so what I want to do, let's just start with standing. I'm just going to come on over here for a second. Right, so let's start with standing. I want you to just stand on the top of your mat. So you're going to take a big breath in. So you're going to breathe in, reach your arms overhead. Take a big breath out. So we're going to do kind of a very loose version of some sun salutations. So hands come down to the ground. Just stay there for a moment. I want you just to keep it, bend the knees if you need to, wherever you feel you need to be to have your fingers on the ground. Let your head hang down and just bend the alternating knees. Get a nice stretch in down the side of the hip and the thigh. So pushing through the heel of the straight leg. Step your right leg back. Put your hands on your left knee. I'm just going to hold that for a moment. Squeeze in the inner thighs. Shoulders back and down. See how my shoulders were right up there. Shoulders back and down. So open your chest up, shoulders back, chin tucked in. Lower that back knee. Get that foot flat behind you. And you can just shift your weight forward just slightly. You might need to walk your foot forward a little bit. So still pulling into those inner thighs. Stretching that back leg, so that right hip in the back is getting a nice opening stretch. Keeping your chest open. And put your right hand down. So it's your left foot and right hand on the ground. Left arm opens up. So a nice twist. Keep squeezing those inner thighs in, so there's still some strength in amongst the stretch. And a hand can turn and come behind your back, just for another little chest opener. And bring your hand onto the mat, so the hands surround that foot. Straighten your leg out. Push that right heel back. So get a nice stretch for the calf. So pushing the right heel back. And then step that leg forward. Come all the way up to standing. Shoulders back and down. Big breath in, arms overhead. And a big breath out, arms come down. Stay there for a moment again, let your head hang down. Do your little alternating knee bends. And then right leg goes back. Hands come on the left leg goes back, left leg back. Hands on the right leg in the front. Shoulders back and down. So again, this is strength as well as a stretch. Squeezing the inner thighs. Drop that back in the left knee. Foot goes flat. Just walk your foot forward a bit with that right leg. And then just shift your weight forward a little bit. Shoulders back and down. Opening that left hip up. So squeeze the left glute to allow that hip to relax and open. The left hand comes on the ground. Right arm opens up. If it feels comfortable, look up towards that hand. So you're really strong. So think about all the energy through your left hand in the floor, grounded to the floor, all the way through the arm, all the way through the shoulders, the back, all the way up to the fingertips. So it's a lot of strength and power with the flexibility, mobility. And turn that hand, come behind the back. Right hand comes down, straighten that back left leg, push that left heel back. So you get a nice stretch in that calf. Especially if you've been doing the jumping moves, the calves get really tight. And I want you just to walk your feet so that you're in a wide squat position. Feet are parallel, hands are on the ground. And just lean yourself in, just make sure those knees are just off lock. And just walk the feet in. We're going to come down to seated position. So just take a few deep breaths, shoulders back and down. You're going to reach your arm over the body, let the elbow come down to the ground. So really enjoy that stretch. Really push that right hip out to get a deep stretch to the ribs. And then round yourself down. And then open up the body. Looking up. And a big breath in, come all the way up. And then out to the other side. Breathe out as you reach to the side. Turning down. Opening up. Breathe in as you open up. Come back up to seated. Bring your arm across the body. You're gonna just look over the shoulder, opposite shoulder. Keep those shoulders relaxed down. Other side. And then again, let's just do some shoulder rolls. And we are all done. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. So yeah, let's have a great day. We've started with a high, haven't we? So it's gonna be a good day. Let's make it a good day, make it a great weekend. And yeah, thank you. Bye guys. I'm happy to have a little chat on here if you want, if we can figure it out. Well, have a great day, guys. I'm going to stop the screen in a couple of minutes here. I can hear Hudson stomping up. Hi. Oh, hello. Whoa, you got your mask on.
What are you doing?
I've just finished my workout. You gonna say bye to everybody?
I'm here.
No, because you can't hear them on this one. Right, we'll stop it on here. Bye, guys.